Hey guys, welcome to the Silver Report. Here we are, it's Tuesday, March 14th, 2017, and there's some major news taking place around the world. And we know that there has been news and talks about Germany leaving the EU and a move and an election going on in Germany and the sentiment of the people. And so what we're seeing is that Germany now has threatened Facebook with a 53 million euro fine in what's called a Facebook hate speech bill. Now, we need to really keep these terms in perspective. Germany, they threatened to fine social network, Facebook, 50 million euros if they fail to give users the option to complain about hate speech or fake news and refuse to remove illegal content. Now, content that is considered illegal in Germany would be hate speech, fake news. These are some things that they're talking about that are illegal. And by hate speech, it's anything that they determine to be illegitimate. Anything that they, for example, they have had this refugee crisis where they're bringing mass amounts of immigrants into the country, so much that they are changing the face of Europe forever. And if you say anything about this, if you begin to be upset about this at all, it's now racist or hate speech. If you begin to discuss what is going on in politics, you see, they're under a supreme controlled society. They do not have an open society. Now, under the first draft of legislation presented by Justice Minister Heiko Maas on Tuesday, the corporate officials responsible would risk separate fines as much as 5 million euros if passed. The bill would be the stiffest regulation Facebook faces in any country where it operates. And their response is not that it's enough. We have to increase the pressure on social networks, Maas told the reporters. He said, too little illegal content is deleted. It's not deleted quickly enough, and it looks like the operations of social networks aren't taking their users seriously enough. So the issue that they're facing is very similar to what we saw take place in the United States. Angela Merkel, she's not being very popular in the polls right now, and so they're taking the course that it's now fake news that is controlling the people's sentiment, the people's ideas. And so anyone who's posting information with any opposite viewpoint than that of Angela Merkel is now considered fake news and hate speech. And they're upset because the people are talking about it. And they want Facebook to stop the people from having the freedom to speak about it. Germany's election campaign, it gathers pace. It's ahead on the September 24th vote. Chancellor Angela Merkel's government is increasing pressure on the social networks to curb the spread of fake news and malicious posts. Maas plans to discuss the legislation with other ministries and EU officials in the weeks ahead. Germany has about 29 million users in Germany. And it did previously say it would work with independent fact checkers in the country to identify fake news and tag such stories with a warning. And so Facebook says it takes its responsibility to fight hate speech and fake news very seriously. As if Facebook wasn't oppressive enough, like we see in the United States, they are now being forced to be even more so repressive. We want you, Facebook, to control the elections in our country. And because you're not, we are threatening you with fines. It's very dangerous when you have an apparatus such as Facebook that has arisen, that is so easy to manipulate the minds of people. This you could see why the government was allowing it to use mind control. Countermeasures shouldn't be applied with a broad brush because that might have an undesired impact on free speech, is what Facebook's chief lobbyist in Germany said. And so Twitter and Facebook deleted only 1% and 39% respectively of content flagged as illegal by its users. And it's amazing to see the disparity of a country in which opposing speech is deemed illegal. It's a crime to speak out against the powers that be. Maas said, citing a study commissioned by his ministry, he cited Google's YouTube as exemplary, saying the video platform deleted 90% of flagged illegal content. Social networks need to delete or block obviously illegal content within 24 hours after it's been flagged, and other illegal content within 7 days according to the legislation. Companies that don't set up effective complaint management and don't do so properly, in particular by not deleting illegal content completely or in a timely manner, are committing an administrative offense, the Justice Ministry draft says, explaining the threat of the fines. And so this is a very dark day for the German citizens. It's a very dangerous time for Europe in general, because as we see, the people are rising up and they want freedom from the EU. Then the power structure that really controls these governments, that really puts people like Angela Merkel in office, is rising up to stifle that dissent. Pretty soon, Europe may just look like North Korea, where all of a sudden they have a doctor come and restore their sight, and they look at a picture of Kim Jong-un and say, "Thank you, great and powerful leader, for you have given me my sight." I just wanted to add, if you guys are new to the channel, we're giving away 4 ounces of silver. Go down and check out the 4-ounce giveaway video in the channel, and you can learn how. Alright, thank you guys for joining me here on the Silver Report. If you like the content, be sure to subscribe, like the videos, share the videos, get the word out. I thank you guys all so much for stopping by. As always, stay safe.